Hello and welcome to Israel, President Duque.
How are you doing, Lucy?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much, and thanks for coming to Israel. Tell me, President Duque, why was it important for you to come here?
Since I left the presidency, we created a foundation in Colombia with my wife called I+D, Innovation for Development, and we aim to train young social innovators from the most profound areas of Colombia. So we're here with a delegation of many youngsters that represent different regions, different parts of our society that have a big admiration for the concept of a startup nation, for all the technological and innovation transformation. So we're going to be here participating in multiple events that are circled about these topics. But we're also going to allow many of these young social innovators to get more involved with the Israeli culture.
So, and all of this is happening when there is a lot of international criticism of Israel. Can you explain or understand the criticism that is coming less than 2 years after the October 7th massacre?
Lucy, I think there's I think in multiple ways there's a lack of understanding of why the state of Israel has been fighting for its survival for the last 80 years. So that context has to be very clearly understood. And what happened on October 7th, I think many people don't understand that this has been the worst massacre, the worst security incident ever perpetrated against Jewish people since the Second World War. But I believe what we all expect now is that there is an opportunity for peace. But any opportunity for peace needs to begin with the absolute absence of Hamas operatives in the Gaza Strip. There has been a lot of political attacks. There have been a lot of criticism without understanding that Israel is fighting for its survival.
President Duque, do you see the connection between the criticism of Israel and anti-Semitism?
Well, I think that's a great question, because I think those both elements are very difficult and are threatful. It has to do with what I have described as a rising anti-Semitism sentiment, which is not just something that occurred after October 7th. Actually, I was here in Israel in June 2023, and I said that I was very worried about seeing many leaders in Latin America promoting anti-Semitism. So I believe we all have to be aware that anti-Semitism is a form of hate that has to be abolished. While I was president, I signed the Anti-Semitism Charter of the Americas, and I promoted that we should embrace multi-religion dialogue, multicultural dialogue, and that's the purpose also of my visit to the state of Israel right now.
It's amazing because you say that right now is the time for peace. Are you optimistic?
Hamas doesn't want peace at all, and they have always been betting in order to weakening any opportunity for peace. And I think the Palestinian people know that clearly, but I also believe the international community knows this clearly. And I believe now any opportunity for peace needs to begin with the full eradication of Hamas from the Gaza Strip, but also consolidating an international response to dismantle all Hamas supporters internationally, all Hamas financiers internationally. And if we achieve that as a global purpose, I think the opportunity for peace will be there, because it's the only way that there can be a clear understanding that there is a territory that should exist for both concepts of a state to survive, but to survive under the clear message that each country or each unit of territory survival is the essence of any peace-building opportunity.
President Duque, before we finish, I'd like to ask you, do you understand why the young generation can actually identify with a terror organization like Hamas?
The new generations don't understand what Hamas really is. They don't understand the foundational charter of Hamas. They don't understand that Hamas was created with the aim of destroying the state of Israel and killing the Jewish people in the state of Israel. They can be easily manipulated with disinformation that now moves at the speed of light with the presence of social media.
President Iván Duque, thank you so much for this interview, and thank you for your support.
Thank you so much, Lucy.